All right, welcome back, everyone. Hopefully the wait wasn't too long there. We had to, unfortunately, wait for one of the players. They needed a second. But I'm joined again by Goofy. How you doing, Goofy?
Medium.
10 seconds
Medium?
remaining.
Medium or so. About medium, I would say.
5
Okay-ish.
seconds remaining.
If I have to see another
Dire
Lena, I'm gonna
team
be
ban.
a little bit less than medium.
I have a feeling it's going to happen again.
Does this guy never get tired of playing Lena?
Who says it has to be DTF?
Dude, it's gonna be them, man.
Speaking of DTF, that's who we've got playing on the Dire
10
side. On the
seconds
Radiant
remaining.
side, we've got Team Meme Town. And this
5
is
seconds
the
remaining.
quarterfinals. Oops, snipe.
Radiant team pick.
I think it's going to be Alina. Not this pick, but we're going to have Alina. For sure.
So, I have friends on both teams again. I know the Xeno guy. He didn't say hi to me in the lobby, though. That was weird. Maybe
He
he just wasn't
he was the one AFK the whole time. As soon as he made the lobby and went AFK, and then as soon as he got back, he
that's what
started.
happened. So, yeah, I know that guy. I think we teamed for a little bit, just trying teams out. So, he's a cool guy. So now I have to be a little more balanced in my casting.
So we've got Clockwork, which is the surprising ban. Troll, Sniper, and Axe, not so much. But the Clockwork ban, and that means that's kind of taking the spot that we'd expect Bat Rider to fall into. But obviously, Memetown knows what they're doing is they pick up the Vengeful
10
Spirit
seconds
first,
remaining.
essentially blocking the Bat. And that
5
should essentially
seconds
secure
remaining.
them the Bat pick with their second pick.
Tide Hunter.
I love Tide Hunter, dude. That hero will never be bad, even if people
Radiant
think it is.
team
I agree. There we go.
See, I really like
Radiant
Tide against
team
Bat as well.
ban.
I think that was a smart counter. Because Bat lassos someone and brings him into his team, and then Tide also comes with his Blink Dagger, and then you fight
Dire
afterwards.
team ban.
Yeah, this Venge followed by Bat isn't really the most unusual opening. It's pretty standard. So obviously, Dota Time friends already knew kind of what they wanted in
Radiant team
response.
ban.
They
I like the Tide Hunter against it very much, like I said. So.
yeah. They knew as soon as that Clockwork got banned that they had a choice. Do we want to play against a Sniper or Bat Rider?
10 seconds
And they elected to
remaining.
play against this Venge Bat Rider combo versus a Sniper and X.
5 seconds
Finch is
remaining.
decent against Witch Doctor, though. It's very easy to cancel as well, especially late game when Witch Doctor ult really matters. It's
Reserve
really easy
time.
to stop it with
Mhm.
the long range swap, if it hasn't been used on someone else already. So, but is that Bloody 9? Yeah, it's Bloody 9 for real, I would assume.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone would pretend to be Bloody 9. Not that was mean, but like it's
Although
not what I mean. It's not how I mean it.
Dire team ban.
And then who's practice only one, dude?
I don't know.
That's somebody probably. And then Anime Girl on a Mission. Not quite sure who that is. And
That's
Chenpu, I don't know
Dire
personally.
team pick.
Is this picture boobs? Is that what that is?
I don't know. Bloody 9 is indeed Bloody 9.
I can see boobs in anything, dude. I'm pretty sure that's boobs. It could just be like a
Practice
bust or
only
something.
one. So I wonder if the stream can see this. As apparently it's not popping up. Steam, please!
Radiant team pick.
No, they can't see your Steam overlay if you're using game capture.
They're not helping me. Oh. Whatever. Practice only one is... I'm using window capture right now, so they should be able to see it. Practice only one's on private, so you can't see there. But yeah, so
That's
we've got
interesting.
Disruptor and Jug getting banned out by DTF.
He's drafting for Bloody Nine's team as well. That means he's somebody.
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
And
It's a
then
mystery.
Sky and AA
5 seconds
out.
remaining.
by Memetown. Slark was the pick for DTF, so it looks like we're going to see a Brunster Slark
Reserve
again.
time.
Telling you, man, that guy asks for Slark every game. 100% guarantee he asks for Slark.
Who's practice only one?
Or he's got them conditioned to offer him Slark, one or the other. I'm gonna ask? I can ask him, but then answer me.
No one's going to be looking at chat, probably. But either way, it's forced Memetown to take a little bit of their time there. They're going to like to go with the Earthshaker. And that's,
I love Earthshaker.
I
Narla
love
loves
Earthshaker as
Earthshaker
well.
too. but it seems like you're making him play Witch Doctor.
Storm Spirit.
Storm.
Radiant team pick.
This is a very pick-off oriented team. Like you said, Slark, it's all about finding those little fights, snaking those little fights.
Dire team
That was...
ban.
wow. Okay, so we got an anti-mage pickup in response to a storm. That's something that you don't see every day. Storm's all about jumping in and getting on that anti-mage, especially Storm that builds...
Radiant team
Orchid.
ban.
And there's a vulnerability there until anti-mage has the Manta. And, well, I was wrong. We're not going to see Alina as it gets banned out.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm
Dire
messaging with
team
Zeno trying to find out who the guy is, but he can't tell me because they'll get DDoSed. Apparently, people DDoS him every week. That might reveal his identity, unfortunately.
Yeah. Mistakes were made.
Yeah. But hopefully no one here relays that complex information to someone who actually does that to this guy. So, but
10
Zeno was joking
seconds
with me about how Axe is the pick and how it's 5 months too early.
5 seconds remaining.
Can you imagine DDoSing someone in a sex
Reserve
tournament,
time.
dude?
That was ridiculous.
It's low, man.
I mean, it's low to begin with,
Yeah.
regardless of the stakes.
It's just like, I don't know, sex is like 99% bragging rights, so it's like you DDoS someone for bragging rights doesn't really
It's
make
different.
sense.
It's bragging rights every week, except for this week, which we've got a $100 prize pool.
So you have you're DDoSing someone for $20. It's committing a cyber crime, dude. Poor guy gets cyberbullied so bad he has to use a fake account.
So what are we looking at? We're looking at the last support. They're taking their time here.
What do you
What
think
is
about this
left?
anti-mage versus storm stuff, dude? Like,
I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy.
if the storm gets off to a good start, anti-mage gets his farming space like cut in half.
Yeah.
But if the storm gets off to a bad start, he essentially just becomes a bomb that blows up his own team.
It's all about the Orchid timing versus the Manta timing. And if there's a big gap between those two,
Do
then
you, want,
Anti-Mage is in a whole lot of trouble.
do you want the Orchid before Battle Fury, even, probably? Like, you really want to try to get the Orchid
Yeah.
first. But that's probably not going to happen, but that's what you'd like, ideally, to completely shut him down. But,
I mean, delaying the Battle Fury is so big.
yeah, if you start delaying his Battle Fury, the game is all but won at that point, like, in normal circumstances.
It's very hard to delay that, though.
Yeah, but what I will say is I think Lincoln Storm is the way to go
10
against Mana
seconds
Void,
remaining.
and possibly against this team in general.
We're going
5
all the way down to
seconds
the
remaining.
end of the timer here.
Shadow Shaman. Look, dude, they got the Witch Doctor
Radiant
and the Shadow
team
Shaman.
pick.
Do you know what that means? They're obviously a team, right? Like those two guys. They may not be from the same place, but they represent the same archetype within their
The
own
same
cultures.
ideals.
Yeah, you know, within their own Dota lore cultures, they obviously represent the same archetypal character. You know what I mean?
Is it worth pointing out that both Slark and Tidehunter have similar teeth?
10 seconds remaining.
They're also sea people. They're both sea people, right? Like,
Yep.
So Storm is the odd one out here.
He's just kind of weird.
Storm's a weird guy. I don't know what was Storm before he turned into the became one with lightning or whatever he did.
Probably just Nips.
He was what?
Nips?
What the hell's a nips?
Prepare for
Is that like one of those tiny beers?
Nipples?
Oh, I thought he was like
The Storm Nips? Come on, man.
Oh, I thought you meant like a nip is like a tiny beer.
Alright, well, let's introduce this before we keep making ourselves look like idiots. We've got... On the Radiant side, we've got Team Meme Town, and playing their Queen of Pain is going to be Practice Only One, which... Who knows who this guy is? Everything's private. But he was the drafter for them, so he's probably someone. We've got Anime Girl on a Mission, playing the Earthshaker. We've got Bloody Nine on the Batrider. We got Zenokaya on the Vengeful Spirit. And we got Genbu on the Anti-Mage.
They're smoking into the jungle.
30
Smoking into the
seconds
Radiant
to battle.
jungle. We have Dr. Doom on the Tidehunter. Brink on the Storm Turret, he's their mid player. We have Sunken on the Witch Doctor. 2 Nurla, their 5 position support on the Shadow Shaman. And Brunster once again on the Slark.
Alright, and they are... Oh my goodness, they're coming in right behind. This Earthshaker's in troubles. Nerla, will he be able to get...
Nurla has boots, dude, and he's still so slow.
Oh, so close. That hero's really slow. Sunken using the double tango to get through the trees. They will catch it, but everyone else abandoned.
Sunken should get in a
Gave
position
up on
to
the
block
kill.
him instead.
Yeah, he
Sunken
will.
gets-
Oh, he misses the block there, but will they be able to get it? A couple
Oh,
more right clicks? They will.
See, dude, that's one of the small things that sets good Dota players away from average ones, right? Like, the first thing I think there is Sunken's got to get in position to block, not just hit him. You know how many people would have just hit him? Not
Yeah.
players at this caliber. Like, this is a really high-level game. But a lot of people would have just hit the guy in that situation. And it makes such a huge difference that on your attack cooldowns, get in the position to waddle in front of him. Like, it changed the whole situation.
Although he didn't get a huge block, he did allow them to get those last 2 auto attacks, which actually finished him off. So like you said, that's huge. Oh, won't get the bounces from the cask there. But
Narrow's
practice only one
crazy.
will lose a decent amount of HP.
It's just general good practice to do stuff like that, though, and not enough people play like that. People think it's these huge things that set people apart, but it's really just a
Dota-
combination of a bunch of small things in Dota.
Dota's all about thinking ahead, and that's exactly what they're doing there as those support players. Speaking of those support players, they're wrapping around onto Bloody 9 in the top lane, and he's already popped Firefly, and he's going to be in trouble here. As Nerla is going to get the shackle off, he is standing in the Firefly, so is taking damage. Sunken's there, but does he have cask? He does. But Bloody 9, ooh,
I think Brunster was a little bit out of position there, but
will be able to,
I think Brunster probably thought
Dire's
the
top
bat was not going to
tower is
die,
under attack.
yeah.
but she may not have.
That Firefly was, you know, maybe they had to wait a little bit longer for the Firefly to kind of lose its duration.
Look at Bloody 9, man. He's ballsy. He won't die, though, but...
I bind you.
He's going to get shackled again, but like you said, he's not going to die. He's going to take a lot of damage, though. Forced to use another Firefly. That's actually quite
Nerla and
significant.
Sunken seem like they have like a little bit of a bromance going, don't they? Like, you can never really tell, but like,
It's
this is the
those
past
heroes.
couple games. It's the
Especially this
heroes,
one.
dude. That's what it is.
And okay, we'll try to get this bottom rune, and he's going to be there before Doctor Doom, so he should be able to secure it, and it's going to be an invis.
It's really annoying when that happens as a mid player. Like,
I mean, especially with how active Nerla's been on the map. If he had gotten that invis in
dude,
top...
practice only is giving Brink the business in mid lane too. This lane is fairly quap favored, but this is just an
10 and
awful
4
situation.
versus 8 and 0.
Yeah.
Who is
The
this
Storm
guy?
is probably not going to get a lot of denies on quap, realistically, but this is looking.
Oh, Brink.
If
Mana was there
the
for
Avengers
practice.
is there, he's dead. Oh, he's dead anyway.
He is dead. The wraparound comes out from Zeno.
Dire's
Fisher will
middle
actually
tower is under attack.
steal the kill.
It's okay.
Doesn't really matter who gets the kill in the end. It's
Hey, I'm still
Zeno
farming
to
down
get
there.
the kill.
Tide was away stacking. What's going on with agents? He passed them and didn't stack them. Must have been an accident.
Bloody 9 just pulling while in this off lane. He's been getting a decent amount on the spat rider.
Xeno's
He's
going up
pretty
the
aggressive.
sentry the agents right now. Well played, Xeno. Well played, my friend. You would think Xeno Kaya would be with like an X, right? Like, usually Xeno words start with an X, not a Z.
Yeah.
I'm not what's an etymologist?
Is that what it's called?
Someone who like studies the origin of words, maybe would be an etymologist. Does that sound right?
I'm thinking of linguist,
Yeah. Well,
but they study languages.
that's
I
the
guess
same
it's
thing.
similar, right?
Maybe like a specialization. Like you level up as a linguist and you become an etymologist.
I don't even know what an etymologist is.
Maybe etymology is part. I mean, maybe I made the word up. Maybe that's the problem.
No, I've heard the word before, but I don't know what it means.
Etymology is
I'm
the
just feeling dumb.
Anyway, bot lane, Doctor Doom's completely out of mana, as you will be laning against an anti-mage as a melee hero.
Game is hard. Oh, we see this huge difference in CS again. As we've got an anti-mage at 26 and 7, and
Radiant's middle
Brunster's
tower
fallen
is under
behind,
attack.
11 and 9 on the Slark.
See, maybe Brunster has a hand condition, dude. We don't know. Maybe he's got a hand condition today.
I don't know.
That's a huge gap, dude. That's unacceptable.
His early last hitting has definitely been struggling in these games, but every game he's found a way to come back.
Yeah, I believe in Brownster, dude. But this
Do you believe in the smoke ink, though?
this is about. I don't believe in the 50% of anti-mage CS, but
Sunken and Nerla trying to
don't
open
believe
up.
in the
Sunken
smoke
has been
ink.
revealed. Won't
Uh,
even bother throwing the cast because that
it
wasn't going
was
to
so
happen.
questionable.
Denied.
Nerlus TPing with the
Radiant's
smoke
top
still
tower
on.
is
Oh,
under attack.
he gets nothing.
Well, he was TPing the bottom to save Doctor Doom, as they were looking like they were going to
He's
dive
not
him.
gonna make. He for a split second there, he thought he was gonna make the agent stack, and then he realized that he's Shadow Shaman and not hero who can blink. It's the slowest hero in the game, even with Tranks up, dude.
It's so slow. I love how you get your boots and you're just like, yes, I'm slightly faster than everyone, and then everyone else gets the boots and you're just like, this hero sucks.
Yep. Even with Tranquils up, he's like Luna with boot speed.
Luna's ridiculous. Nerla positioning himself behind Brink in the mid lane. I think he senses that the dive is coming, but he can't really save Brink. Brink's just
Maybe
pretty
Tim-
much going to die. The question is, will he be
I
able to
believe
get
in
the return
Nerla,
kill?
man. Nerla's always in the right place at the
Here
right
comes
time.
the dive. Oh my gosh, they are going to stop him from being able to get the ult off.
Ring of
Nerla's the
death.
best player, man.
Throw the man down.
I say that all the time.
I mean-
That's exactly what I say about Nerla, dude. That he's always behind the person who's about to die, and he always saves them. Like, you thought he wasn't going to save him, but he saved him.
But don't you, like, nothing against Nerla's position, because that was terrific to be there as a support and anticipate that that was going to happen. But at the same time, wasn't that a misplay from Quap to jump next to Storm, allowing Storm to pull? Like, you're just opening yourself up
I don't even think he
for-
thought Storm had pull because people haven't been leveling it, right? Like,
Yeah, I guess.
maybe that's what it was. But I don't know, dude. That was just Nerla could have been a little bit closer, but he didn't know where the dive was going to happen. I think. Now they went a little too deep there as well, but that was Brink's
I
not
joined the
Nerla's.
great convoy.
Brink actually suicide to the Ancients there.
Such a
Yeah.
little.
I don't know, man. That's what like. If you hear me talk about the guy, like, just not that I do it a lot, but if he comes up, what I always say is when he played on Tangan, he's always behind Ryan. Like, whenever Ryan was farming somewhere, Nerla would be behind him as Earthshaker with Link, and he'd save him every time. And it's just like, it's such a good skill to have as a support, man, to know where to be already.
Yep.
Like you said, that was a fairly obvious one, but still, like,
That's a lot of play. That's a situation that a lot of players wouldn't be in, even if you consider it obvious.
yeah, consistent. Being consistent with it is really important too.
It's pretty easy to notice that potential as the Storm. It's another thing to be a different player in the game and knowing that without your Storm telling you.
Yeah, for sure.
You've got to know
Who
everything.
knows on
that's going
Skype? I always tell my supports when I think I'm getting yanked, but that's like it's still good. How's Brunster doing, man? Is he catching up? Look,
He's
Brunster's
catching up, yeah. I was just looking at that. 52 to 18.
How did that even
and
happen? Like, I
41
don't
to
understand
10.
how that happened.
I don't understand how that happened. How is he catching up to the Animage?
It's really weird, right?
Like, is that AM missing now? Like, this would be a really awkward time for AM to miss. He's got a decent amount of damage, and he still has this quelling. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage right now. He probably swings at creeps for like 150 or something like that.
Brink and Sunken are waiting for a
Fortune's
room.
changed.
String gets into this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm really happy to see some of these heroes back in the meta game. Just kind of change the subject off the immediate game for the moment. Like, just seeing Quap and Storm in a game, going up against each other mid, and like Lina in these games. Like, I'm a little bit tired of Lina already, but
I mean, Storm was kind of hanging around, and then Sumail came on the scene, and then it was just like everyone loves Storm again.
do you know what happened with Storm, man? There was a long meta where he's irrelevant because of the hero picks. We played, and even in the TI meta, it was Void, right? Would we have
Practice will
Void?
jump on the
my
Storm,
God.
and despite the ball lightning, he will still go down.
Did he
Nail
not
and
jump
Sunken
first?
were in behind.
You're not going
Will they be able to get a
anywhere.
return kill? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to be able to deal enough damage in this Maledict to have him
Oh
take
no,
out.
dude!
Yeah,
Oh
both
my
supports
God.
are going to go down there.
I'm sorry.
Practice
Did you
only's
say
bottling up between
stop?
those Maledict ticks, and we'll be fine, but we'll head back to Fountain to at least get out.
What I was saying was
Dire's
during
middle
the
tower is under
Storm was
attack.
phased out of the meta in a meta where Faces Void and Doom were the most prevalent picks, right? Like, Storm doesn't want to be in that game.
And both those heroes have pretty much not been picked too often anymore, so...
Yeah.
Ooh,
There's
look at this jump onto the anti-mage. Unfortunately, Brink won't get the damage from Ball Lightning, but they don't need it in the end, as Ravage was also used.
In
Anti-Mage dying pre-battle fury. We talked about that in the pick screen. It's just so good.
And how close is Brink to his Orchid? Well, he's a long ways away.
Yeah, Brink's having a rough game.
1, 3, and 2.
And damage is also fairly close to his battle fury. He's 1,000 gold away. About winning response.
Yeah, because he already has the Void Stone on the career there. What else? Ooh, we got Bloody Nine TPing to the mid lane, and he's immediately going to use a smoke. He does have his Blink Dagger. Looks like they're going to go for Brink again.
Yeah.
Pull him back. And Fissure is going to come out as well.
When you have an anti-mage, delaying the Storm's Orchid timing is just, it's excellent. And like, there's just not much he can do. He's going to die there even if they fight, and they're probably going to die as well.
These are the exact timings that we talked about.
Yeah,
And
well,
you can
I
see
think
both
Storm should be
teams
in
already recognizing it.
I think Storm should be in jungle though. Like,
The problem is you don't have anyone you can stick mid to soak. Like, you can have your supports, but Quap will be perfectly fine with just feeding off the supports.
yeah, Quap will probably kill this.
Like, look at Nerla's positioning right now. He was just hiding in the trees while those creeps were dying to the tower, not even feeling safe enough to push out and actually last hit them.
Look at CS, man. Brunswick did it again.
I don't understand.
Oh, the Storm died, I guess. He's got a Midas now. Like, not that that brings the CS numbers up, but he did it again. I don't know what he did, but he did it. They sort of leave him alone. Bat
I think
Rider.
he's just saving the creeps for later.
Yeah, dude. Like, he puts them in a box and then just pops them all at once to surprise the casters. What I think
That's not
though,
fair.
I think it's because of the Bat Rider and the team's focus on Storm.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think Slark is the threat, really.
Well, you know, you mentioned it. Storm's got to head into the jungle. He's doing that right now. Nerla's going to be sitting in the mid lane by himself going up against this Queen of Pain. This is scary.
Yeah,
Here we go.
dead. Maybe no, maybe not.
Ooh.
Well played, dude. That was really well played. She may have been able to get him with 2 attacks and an ult, but
We're
Ups out
going to
of
have Bloody Nine with the lasso, and that's going to be sunken.
oh man, Nerla plays so careful to survive, and then Sunken gives them the kill. Boo. Not that that was obvious. He got lassoed, but
Yeah.
that sucks,
Dire's
you know?
middle
Like,
tower
she's
is
doing,
under
she couldn't
attack.
ult, so he wasn't
Brink will
expecting.
jump in, grab the invis from the Queen of Pain. That's
But
actually quite significant. Queen of Pain doesn't
that
have
guy
mana
is
to do
good,
anything.
dude. Look, the courier's there to take his bottle. That's smart stuff, man. That's a good play as a mid laner. If you're gonna go for a rune,
He knew how
Dire's
important
bottom
that rune
tower
was.
is under
if you're gonna go
attack.
for a rune that you're not sure you're gonna get, always
Dire's
bring the
middle
courier,
tower
because
has
if you
fallen.
don't get it, you need a bottle crow immediately, because it's gonna put you in such a bad spot, especially
You're in a
when you
pub,
need
your
it.
teammates will absolutely hate you for that. That is the right way to play.
Shadow.
Ooh, Ravage comes out, but after they've already lost Nerla. I think they will get the return kill on the Earthshaker, but Bloody Nine should be fine. Ooh, there comes the Queen of Pain with the ult, and that's actually going to turn this fight around, maybe. Bloody Nine will jump down, and yes, they will get the kill on a Brink. That's 4.
My boys are having a rough game, dude.
They did manage to get the kill on that Earthshaker, but 4 for 1.
This happens to me on Storm as well, man. Once you die, you just keep dying. I don't know. Unless you have the presence of mind to go jungle, this happens.
I think you have to. You just have to sit in jungle. The problem is you almost have a timer going up against this Animage. Your job is to shut him down.
I just looked at Dr. Doom's picture, full screen, dude. It is not the picture I thought it was on the tiny pic screen. It's some dude doing like medical work.
What?
Yeah, dude. I thought it was like a picture of that guy with the beard. Not even close, man.
It is weird. Yeah, you're right. It looks like he's got like a little bit of a mask. Like a surgical mask on.
I opened up his Steam profile, and it's just not. He's not. That's not the picture I thought it was.
Too bad.
Just goes to show when you think you recognize something, you'll see it as what it is, and not
It's like
No.
that thing where if you completely misspell a word but you get the beginning and the end right, people will still read it properly. It's
Yep.
similar to that. Like, you already have it in your mind of what this kind of should be, and you just kind of complete everything else and just read over it as if there's nothing wrong.
Sunken has always got the weirdest pictures, man. Not to distract you too much, but
We got a smoke coming out. Bloody Nine is gonna jump on Brink once again. Anime Girl on a mission's there with him.
Dire's
We'll stun him up.
bottom
Ooh,
tower
Fissure
is
comes a
under
little
attack.
late.
That was good to get away there. It's frustrating though still as Storm to be like, okay, I'm gonna jungle, and then they come in after you. Like, ugh, it's not a good feeling. You make space for his teammates like that though.
And you know, like, people can think of that as, oh yeah, you know, let's go smoke up and go into their jungle and hope for a kill. That wasn't what they did. They smoked up because they knew that Storm was exactly like you said. You've got to have the presence of mind to fall back and get some farm in the jungle when you're struggling.
Yeah, that's the next level of meta.
They knew that Storm had to do that.
Bottom tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
And they just go and pick them off and...
It's just one more step of meta, but you do put yourself in an awkward spot going to enemy team's jungle if you don't know where they are. So you have to,
Yeah.
you can't just be like, oh, Storm's jungling, let me walk in there, and their whole team's there and you die. You know, but if you know that he's alone because of who's showing on the map, then you could easily take advantage of that, and that's what they tried to do there. It just happened the Fisher was a little bit off.
You know, we talked about it. There's little subtle differences that make, like, well, sorry. People think that there's this huge skill gap between this level and pro, but it's not that at all. It's these little subtle things that keep adding up.
Is under attack.
And just those plays like that, they kind of go often overlooked. That's a very high level play to go and shut down that Storm.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's 4 protect 1 at its finest right now.
Well, Squaw's got Orchid. That's. I don't want to say I don't like. I wouldn't have built the way Brunster built this game. I'm not a Slark player though, but it seems like he needs to kill the anti-mage, right? Are they just gonna fight late game? Are they just gonna hold the towers? What do you think, Dennis?
I don't know.
His build is okay, but he can't kill AM with it, and he can't kill Quap with this build. They both blink away. So what do you think? Do you think it should have been Midas Shadowblade, or
Was the Midas right?
was the Midas right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dire's
Maybe it was
bottom
Orchid or
tower
something you're
is
supposed to
under
get.
attack.
Maybe he bails out of the Shadow Blade and goes Orchid because the Storm's struggling.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's what he sees though. He probably
That's
looked at
tough.
the game and said, "I have a Storm getting Orchid. I'm not getting Orchid on Slark." And it's
Yeah.
like, well,
Bloody Nine will
Bloody Nine, no blink up right now, but he's
will
gonna
be
get out.
fine, yeah. I hear some Storm zipping, but... Well, they will get
No
the cast
soul
off
ring.
on the Bloody Nine, but he'll
Has
be
been
okay.
killed.
No Soul Ring on the Storm Beast. What's that?
That's pretty significant. Bloody Nine will get the lasso off on Nerla. We do have a Blink Ravage from Dr. Doom. It will catch 2, but the Queen of Pain is hasted. We'll be able to blink away. Brunster not able to secure that kill. You just mentioned that. I think this Earthshaker could be in trouble. Here's Brunster's going to get on. Echo Slam will come out. Zeno with a nice swap. And instead, it's Brunster that goes down. And now everyone on DTF is on the run as we have a TP out from Nerla. And now Brink's the only one potentially in danger as Animage is even chasing, and with the Mana Void will secure that kill. As we lose, I believe it was 4 there. As Nerla was the only one who got out, and we just had to respawn on the Shadow Shaman.
This is. I think they felt some pressure. They thought maybe the Slark farming wasn't the same as the AM farming because he doesn't really have a farming item. He just has Midas, you know. Slark doesn't farm that great like
Dire's
this.
bottom tower
Like
is
he's
under
okay,
attack.
but he runs out of mana with this build.
Dire's
Right? Like if he wants to
structures
farm
are
quick,
fortified.
he runs out of mana. If he doesn't want to farm quick, then he doesn't farm fast enough. So it's like, I don't know. It's weird. Maybe they felt
Dire's
pressure
bottom
that the AM was
tower
farming
has
way
fallen.
faster, and then they wanted to fight, and then it didn't go well. I think that's what just happened.
Storm has the Oblivion Staff, but AM just finished the Yasha as well.
At this pace,
Orchid
the
may
AM's gonna
not
have its
even-
Manta.
Yeah, this Orchid's probably going to be after the Manta.
And that's just the worst feeling as a Storm, dude. I can tell you
Yeah.
that much. No Soul Ring on Storm, huh? It makes the jungling harder.
Speaking of that, he will jump onto Bloody Nine. He will get at least a kill here.
That's good.
He went Blink Dagger as well. Or sorry, that was bad. I was selected. I thought I was on Storm. I'm like, what? He went Blink Dagger Boots of Travel? That doesn't make any sense.
That's
Look under his
it's like a
treads.
Dendy build, dude. Look at that, man. He just got spotted.
I'm a
That's rough.
Oh, look at this Queen of Pain.
Monster got spotted. How about?
Will he be able to open up on Brink? We'll try to blow him up. Orchid being used, and yeah, that's a kill for the Queen of Pain, but
And the
that's
buyout.
not good.
Declare a month of mourning.
She didn't lose any
Buyout.
gold. She gave
Yeah, it
them
was
a
all
bunch of
reliable.
gold. And she delayed Storm's Orchid again. Lost all his gold.
Is that really that important? Are you that scared of the Orchid now? Like, is that a good trade?
I don't think it was the best trade, but I think Storm's Morval probably took a kick from that too, man. Just going in the jungle. AM's pushing bot. Everyone comes stop to save him. Like,
Dire's
it was
bottom
everybody's
tower
time
is
too to
under
go kill that
attack.
Quap. Like Tide ran over there. Am's farming their ancients, man.
I mean, they were kind of all just farming their own jungle. It's not like they made a rotation to go for the Quap. Quap was just invis stalking them.
Ideally, Tide should be at ancients right now, right? Like, I don't know what's going on with that. Tide's got the best farm of anyone on the team, though. It looks like, like comparatively.
Brunster.
Yeah,
And
obviously.
then it's
Brunster,
actually
I'm
the
saying,
Storm.
like,
Storm will actually jump in, grab a Genbu. Sunken's there as well. Will he get the bounces from the cast? No. He will eventually bounce to him, but he only drops down to about 200 HP.
that was no intreads, no soul ring.
Yes.
Break must be a little bit
I think
feeling the pressure.
DTF is in a real hard spot right now.
Yeah, I think if he had his
Radiant's
boots
top
on in there,
tower
he
is
may have
under
died
attack.
because of the added mana and the extra damage.
Almost at a 10k gold lead. In fact, it was
Wow.
over 10k. That smoke was actually potentially visible if they were looking mid.
So what do you think of this game? Is there a way for them to come back?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think it's going to take quite a throw from Meme Town.
Looks like Slark is either going SNY or BKB. I think it's going to be BKB. But
I mean,
I don't know if it's enough.
you know, you immediately mentioned Slark, and that is the one hero that could bring it back for them. I'm not a Slark player. I know you're not a Slark player, but
You know what it's
Slark
going to
can
take?
can
It's
do
going to take
things.
Slark in and out in a fight, just picking off everybody. Like,
Dire's middle tower.
you ever see
is
that in the
under
movies
attack.
where like they're walking through the woods and then all of a sudden like somebody's missing from their group?
He's got a good crit. Oh, we're going to have Bloody Nine actually jump in and lasso. Little as you know is that 3 people from the other team are behind him. We'll even have a Ravage as well. Queen of Pain's going to go down. Brink does manage to get out of there alive. Bloody Nine does as well. And it's just a 1-for-1.
That's exactly what I'm talking
Actually,
about.
it's not even a 1. It's just the Queen of Pain that dies.
Dire's
Yeah,
top
that's
tower
exactly what I'm
has
talking about with
fallen.
Tidehunter against Bat. Like,
Oh, Nerl is going for
Neryl's
Bloody
gonna-
Nine. Yes. Gets the kill there.
But again, they're taking skirmishes on one side of the map, and Antiem is pushing the other side of the map. This feels very bad. Like
Yeah.
in game, like it feels like you've done something, and then you look, and it's like, if I was Antiem, I'd be
he's
pushing that
farming
tower
the whole
right now.
time. They're going to get Avenge as well. So they get 3 in the end.
Coral reef
That's really
on
good, man.
your
That makes it better. I'd like to see them also get this tier 1 tower.
Radiant's
Ooh, they're
bottom
even going to
tower
find the
is under
Earthshaker.
attack.
Nerla. He's played some Where's Waldo in his time.
Do you know who's really good at that? Nerlo's old teammate Ryan, dude. He always knows where the guy is.
Oh,
He's like, he's still here, he's still here, he's still here. They'd always do that on Tank, and I always thought it was amusing. They're really good at finding
oh
people.
Nerla.
Is under attack.
My life.
Jukes right back into the Anti-Mage.
Radiant
He was
structures
feeling the,
fortified.
He's feeling invincible after finding that guy, I think.
But you have to at least consider that was pretty good for DTF, despite the fact that AM wasn't there. I think there's 2 ways that that DTF can view that, as a morale boosting fight where they got a bunch of pickoffs. Yeah, they lost Nerla. Maybe they stayed a little bit too long, but overall it went good. They got some kills. They didn't lose too many
That's
people.
what up. You caught that?
No, I missed it. I was looking at AM. But, you know, they got all those kills. They didn't lose too many people. It was good. Or they can view it the other way of, yeah, we got some kills, but AM was off farming the entire time. And then when he actually showed up, then he got some kills. Just 1, but...
Storm's got his Orchid, but the Manta's been finished. One way you can look at the Shadow Blade too is that like it's keeping him safe. I don't know if it should keep him safe in this game, but no one seems to have dust for him. I can see. Yeah, there's no dust out for Radiant. That's
He hasn't really been the scariest yet either.
Yeah, no dust on anybody for a Radiant team. No dust on Courier. No dust anywhere.
We haven't seen an actual fight. Like, that was our first fight that we saw in the bottom lane. And surprisingly, that went DTF favored.
One thing that's going well is the Tidehunter is getting reasonable item progression. So, Double Ravage is very strong against Radiant team, in my opinion. Double Ravage is almost never bad, but it seems really strong against these heroes. Squap going BKB, she's going Ags.
Almost has eggs yet.
It'll probably BKB after that or Sheep. I think Sheep in this game.
Almost having eggs on Nerla as well. How the hell does Shadow Shaman almost have an eggs?
He's just a player, man. That guy's
Even
a player.
Sunken's halfway.
They're just, I'm telling you, man, they got the voodoo combo going.
Like, that's That's really surprising.
Dude, I watched the game the other day, and a lion didn't have a blink dagger at like 55 minutes.
We were casting that one.
We were casting that one? Okay. It was
I think it
just
was like 70 minutes.
just goes to show these guys are getting pushed on all over the map, and they still find their form as support heroes, right? That's
They're gonna smoke up now too.
very impressive to me.
And it's not like they haven't been warding or anything to give them that extra little boost of gold. They've been doing their job. They've been smoking. They've been rotating around. They've been TPing to help teammates.
What did they kill? They're both negative too, and killed that. There's like no reason why. There's no good excuse for them to be this farmed, right? They just played really well, I think.
I mean, you look at their
Ner-
CS. Nerla's got 56. That's quite a bit. But Sunken's only at 23. And despite the fact that he's 2, 4, and 5, and Nerla's 4, 5, and 2, that's also managing your
Dire's top
reliable
tower
gold really
is
well.
under attack.
Yeah, I think what helped Neural a lot too was catching the Batrider at Ancients. Was a big deal. Like just getting his free like one
Radiant's
new
middle
kill.
tower is under attack. Radiant's
But still, he's got his axe. His
are
axe is done.
fortified.
It's actually so impressive,
Dire's
man.
bottom tower is under
They just
attack.
with that axe.
Dire's
Actually, he
structures are
hasn't delivered it yet,
fortified.
but they just dropped the wards on the mid-tier tower and then eventually backed away. And that just meant a whole bunch of gold for the Queen of Pain.
Just to further emphasize our point,
Oh.
even if we're harping on it a little bit. Oh, wow.
My soul's in deficit.
Nerla's got demolished. Am was waiting for that. And he's
Well,
even...
what I was gonna say is to further emphasize our point, without harping on it. Nerla and Sunken are out farming the other team's supports in a game where they're down 10k gold. That's actually, it's extremely impressive.
Yeah, you typically... When a team's behind, you typically see the effect mostly on the supports. But they're
Dire's
somehow doing
bottom
even better
tower
than the
is
enemy
under
supports.
Dire's
That's...
bottom tower
Like you
has
said, it's really
fallen.
impressive. And, you know, just not too long ago, you were talking about how the Tide has a whole bunch of farm.
Dire's middle tower
Nerl
is
actually has
under
more.
attack.
Yeah, the Tide has not got anything since I said that. Look at the Rosh attempt here. Oh my god, it's Avenge with a medallion, man. The Rosh doesn't even have any
I
armor.
was going to point that out. This Venge is actually huge. Despite the fact that the net worth isn't really...
Roshan has fallen
I mean,
to the
that's
ring.
just a free Rosh. She's like a walking Rosh machine, man. It's 13 armor.
I love Medallion. I think it's such a good item.
Oh man, Antimage has heart, dude. This is scary.
Yeah, he had the Reaver right before he
Dire's
picked off
middle tower is under attack.
Nerl in the bottom lane. Oh, Bloody Nine will get the lasso off onto Dr. Doom. Who will, ooh, thanks to his Kraken Shell, will be able to get his Ravage off.
Frink
No,
instantly
Nerl.
orchided.
Holding down Bloody
This is
Nine.
a great sunken ult though. Look at this, man. If the Antimage wasn't absolutely gigantic,
Animage will go down here, I think, but he does have
Aegis.
Aegis, so he'll be back up. Brunster's just been in the back. Gets a pick off on Earthshaker, but now will go
Dire's
down to
middle tower
practice.
is under attack.
Only one.
look at Nerla, man. He's still fighting him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Maybe no Rax here. Maybe no Rax. Storm will be alive, I think, and then they'll be able to.
I think they'll lose their tier
Dire's
3, but they
middle
won't lose
tower
Rex.
Oh,
has
maybe
fallen.
not. Maybe Rax is dead. I don't
Radiant's
know.
top tower is under
Well,
attack.
Man,
they're
just,
waiting for the creep wave, so...
No, they won't get Rax. My initial impression was correct.
These are these
Dire's
judgment
middle
calls that
tower
you
is
need to
under
make in the
attack.
game. Goofy. You need to be on top of
Well,
this.
my initial impression was spot on, man. But I don't know if they can fight it, actually, though. That's my concern.
Dire's
Well, they're
middle
gonna try to
tower
stay for the
has
Rax.
So,
fallen.
Antimage Mantas, right?
Dire's
Making
middle
him
barracks
vulnerable to
are
the
under
Storm
attack.
Orchid jump from Fountain. But he's not stinging Fountain. Oh, yeah, there's Rax. Okay, I
Dire's middle
don't... Apparently I
tower
don't understand Dota.
Brink will jump in, and Genbu's in trouble. Like you said, he's vulnerable. Because he used that Manta. That was sting for that Rax. He's definitely questionable.
They got the Rax, though.
Yeah.
Oh man,
But-
there's a 20k gold lead before that engagement. The fight recap shows roughly a 4.5k swing.
4.5k, yeah. That's huge. But at the cost of a Rax.
If Rosh was up, it'd be better for Dire, but there's no Rosh.
Oh, 49 chasing down the courier. He lassos a courier. I didn't even know you could do that.
I mean, I didn't know you could do that either. That was...
I guess it's just like Roar,
I know,
right?
like, almost all... I thought I knew almost all the courier tricks, man, but apparently not. So you can dunk a courier. That one's fun.
I guess it's all the stuff that you can do on BKB targets. I wonder if you can Laguna a courier.
When it's got the
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
when it's got the thingy, the eggs,
Yeah,
maybe.
I imagine you could.
Radiant's top tower has been
Oh, Dota's weird,
denied.
man.
Too much, man. Too much stuff to keep track of. There's only semifinals right now?
This is the quarters, man.
Oh my god, dude.
This
How do you
thing-
do this every week?
What do you mean?
I have no voice left.
You gotta keep drinking. Gotta keep drinking.
It's not enough juice in that pouch, man.
I'm feeling it a little bit too, but there's also one extra game this week
What?
because the number of teams. There's an extra round.
What do you think of the game right now? Is there a comeback possible? I think there needs to be Abyssal Blade, I think, on the Slark. But he's got no attack speed, dude. This build is not good. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I'm not a Slark player. I feel so hopeless for their Slark to ever be able to fight. Maybe they don't plan on him ever fighting straight up. Maybe that's what I don't understand.
Which is weird, because how do you win the game then?
Well, you just AoE down the anti-mage, I guess.
I guess.
Like, you get him in both Ravages, and Storm maybe fucks with him a little bit. Excuse my language. Storm
Are you
has-
praying for Sunken Ult with Maledict? Is that how you kill him? Like,
Maybe they're maledicting him every fight, which is getting him somewhere. And then Brunster, even in the PA game, he played the same way. He's kind of
here we
just
go.
been.
Bloody Nine will jump in, but immediately hexed, and then the big Ravage. They get the kill on the Bloody Nine. This is a huge fight for DTF, because they're also going to get the kill on Zeno, and now also on Anime Girl. Huge fight. They were waiting for that.
Dude, that whoever has the Hex is just so good at Dota. Oh, it's Nerly. Dude, this team is really good at hexing people, man.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
That was really impressive.
What a weird compliment to give a team, right? But they're just so good at hexing people.
Well, they knew that rotation was going to happen. They had their Observer Ward, and, well, they walked right into it. And that was a huge fight for DTF, and I missed the fight recap, but that was absolutely gigantic. And
Still no Rusham, dude. Rusham is not present.
frankly, like, Bloody Nine was dead regardless, but the fact that Nerla got the Hex on him before he was able to last was huge.
Oh,
my
no.
goodness, the Mana Void! Everyone drops to like a 5th HP, and then suddenly, what went so well gets flipped turned upside down? Is that what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I feel like all the damage dealt in that fight was a Mana Void. Yeah, AM did 4,288 damage out of 5,378.
Dude, I really wish Storm Spirit had Soul Ring.
Holy.
But that's
Dire's
just
top
tanky anyway,
tower
though, I
is
think.
under attack.
Maybe not, dude. I'm pretty sure if he hits his ball lightning, the match would die.
Sunken's just finished his eggs.
Sunkens and eggs. You said
Where'd
it,
that back
eggs?
going? Eggs.
Eggs.
Dire's
Eggs.
top tower has
Eggs.
fallen.
Are you messing with
Dire's
me?
middle barracks are
Eggs.
under attack.
Yeah, you're saying eggs.
Go away!
He's just finished-
AGHS. Eggs.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So connected.
Storm's gonna jump in. He's gonna grab Bloody Nine. Who will go down. Zeno's even gonna eat the Death Ward, but Genbu's gonna jump immediately onto Sunken. And now Nerla has the shackles off, but he'll go down. The Mana Void coming out. That means Dr. Doom's gonna go down as well. Genbu just in the background managed to kill 3 people. I don't even... Brunster. He's just respawning now. As they're gonna lose Brink, and now Brunster's there to man fight against Genbu, but this is...
Auto
Wow.
strategy. There you go.
He could actually kind of fight him.
Because of ult, yeah. But AM just blinks away and then re-engages.
Dire's
Hopefully.
middle barracks
But
are
like
under
even when they
attack.
were man fighting
Dire's
against each
middle
other, it was
barracks
actually
has fallen.
kind of even,
If AM loses enough stats, I guess, from Fish Essence Shift.
I guess. Oh, now
So,
we got an Abyssal.
yeah. Yeah, this was
Suddenly.
close, though. So,
Oh, he's gonna jump on Brunster again, and Brunster doesn't have an ult, and this time it's not even really close. No ult, no BKB. We'll have a buyback from Brunster though.
okay.
Dire's top tower
Okay.
These illusions are just too much to handle.
Dire's
Brunster
top
once
tower
again
has
man
fallen.
fighting Genbu, but he'll just blink away.
This was a reasonable game. It's pretty... I thought the support rotations early game were good. I really like Nerla and Sunken, just showing that, Like, if you don't have Ags at 50 minutes, you've probably done something wrong.
We're gonna see Brink get picked off there, and this should be Rax. I don't see how they can defend
Dire's
it.
top barracks are under attack.
I believe that's supposed to say I'm burning walls. Well, we're gonna have a pretty big Ravage. And Zeno's gonna go down. Practice only one will go down as well, I
It's
think.
only one, dude.
Yeah, that's such an awkward name to say. He'll actually be able to blink away, but there's Genbu coming in. And Brunster will get the kill on the
Is
Quap.
under attack.
Dr. Doom will go down as well, and all the way up back at the fountain, Bloody Nine's chasing down Sunken, but he's got Voodoo Restoration keeping him alive. But he is the only one left alive as
Now that the game is kind of
Sunken
wrapping up,
goes down.
what would you call the red fruit grows on a tree? It's probably one of the most common fruits. Starts with the letter A.
Apple.
And what is the scepter?
Dire's middle tower
Eggs?
is under attack.
Eggs. Eggs.
And
Dire's bottom
chat's
tower
got to
is
tell me.
under
I don't
attack.
think I'm saying it awkward at all.
I mean, just ask chat, man. Eggs. Listen, eggs. Eggs.
Eggs.
Egg.
I'm trying to pronounce the A so hard.
Like,
Eggs.
if you have a French Dota player on your team, guys, tell them to say strength.
Brink will look to get a kill on the Earthshaker, but there comes that Abyssal from
Dire's
Genbu.
middle tower is under attack.
That will at least keep him alive. But, ooh, this is how you kill an Anti-Mage. Never mind. There was no Maledict. Oh, Bloody Nine now will pop his BKB and jump in. He'll only be able to grab Sunken. Pull him up onto the high ground, probably leave him on that cliff. That's
Dire's
just
middle
rude.
tower is under attack.
Poor Sunken. The Ravage comes out and they may be finally able to kill this Anti-Mage. Never mind, turns around, Mana Blade. There we go. He finally goes down. Alright. But Bloody Nine's going to be there to clean up. Whoa! Brink jumps in, almost managed to pick off Zeno. Now he'll be able to now.
Alright, man. It's an interesting
Dire's
game.
middle
Practice
tower
only
is
one,
under
dominated
attack.
the mid lane. Practice only one.
Wish we knew who he was. Brink definitely had a little bit of a rough game this.
Yeah, man, it happens to me all the time on Storm.
Under attack.
This has just felt like a losing battle for a long time. 25k now. As the gold lead. I don't think that gem's gonna help.
Worthy tribute.
Oh,
At
you're being
least
a
give you a
hater
little
now,
bit of
Niz.
vision, but no, I don't mean it to be hating, but
I'm just kidding with you, man. What is Nurl's CS at this point? 78. He's only gained 26. What a noob.
he's a support, dude.
I know, I'm just kidding. He's like, oh man, he's still out farming the other team's supports, man. What a player.
Bleed Nine's on a mission right now. Ooh, Brunster. We'll find him. There we go. He will get the pounce, but then he's
Just
has
for
to
the heck
run
of
away.
it. Oh no,
Now he's gonna get
Brunster.
lassoed. Doesn't manage to get his Q off, but
Oh no, Sunken.
Sunken
Oh.
goes down. Gem's on the ground. Bloody Nine's gonna come in. Dr. Doom will TP away. What the heck is going on in this fight? Is Brink will jump onto the Earthshaker. He looks like he is gonna get that kill, but in the meantime, they've already lost Nerla.
Is under attack.
And there comes the GG well point.
Alright, man. It's a good game.
Exquisite.
Yeah, that one just kind of felt like it was a matter of time.
Dire's
Yeah.
ancient.
Yeah,
is
I don't
under
know if it was
attack.
draft or what, but
Well, I think Memetown did everything that they needed to. They needed to stop that storm from getting going.
yeah. Storm is definitely one of those heroes. Kind of a huge
Radiant victory.
huge impact on the game, or be like he picks off like a support in the fight. That's all he does. Like, it's certainly up in the air how much impact he has until you see how his early game pans out. It's not always that though. He's a very good jungler. I don't want to make it sound like Storm is bad. He's definitely a strong pick. It's just things can go bad for him. They came in the jungle for him that game, particularly. Is the game up in the brackets?
This game like just finished, so probably not. I mean, they're going to play against Cafe Lou Crew, which you've seen on here before, and there's a pretty good set of teams left. It looks like it's going to be Orenda in the finals. So they're already a full game ahead. But yeah, I guess we should just jump right on into that one. Once again, it was Goofy joining me with the co-cast, and if you enjoyed the cast, please hit follow on twitch.tv/NizCast. You can also follow me on Twitter and YouTube. Both of those are NizCast. Nice and easy to find. I put the VODs up on YouTube, so you can find those sometime after tomorrow morning. But like I said, let's hop into that other lobby. I'm going to throw it to music in the meantime, and hopefully you stick with us.